meeting is now streaming live on Facebook. Habari zenu wananchi.
Nzuri sana. Even my Kiswahili is very nice. My accent was made for Kiswahili.
Your Kiswahili is bad.
Nzuri sana.
Jamaa wa Spain. Adios, ama mnasemaga aje Buenos Aires?
Nasema buenas noches. Buenas noches.
Buenas coches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Muchas gracias.
De nada.
Acha ndio nimekutumia hiyo nini yako hapo kwa WhatsApp. Umeinauo?
Nimepata, shukran.
Umeget? Hapo sawa. So, wacha ni share tu link kwa timeline ya mine. Muchas gracias. Andrew, how do you say hello in your language, my friend?
We say, how are you? We say Mulibwanji.
Mulibwanji.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like Kiganda, Mulibarunji.
Oh, really? They say that?
Yeah, they say Mulibarunji.
But yeah, you say Mulibwanji and then you answer Tidibweno Kain.
Tidibweno?
So I'm good, and you? Tidibweno Kain.
Tidibweno Kai. So I think I've already started streaming the meeting, and I can see guys have already joined. Andrew, I've seen your coach here. Do you know Kamara? Bwezwa?
Coach Kamara, yeah, that's one of the best coaches around. Yeah, he's a very good man.
But you say that to all the coaches you've introduced me to.
That's because I've not had any bad coach yet. I've not had any bad coach yet. Luckily, yeah, but he's a very good man.
I can see he's already joined us, and he's saying hi to you.
Hope you're well, coach.
Edwin Otieno Edi is saying Akondani. He's watching us from Belgium. And then there is Ronaldo Koth to Kondani. Alex Ngare. Who is Numero? Alex Ngare is a Gor Mahia fan. Gladys Idecha, let's do this. Rima Jaka, tuned in kama kawaida. A witch, locked kama kufuli. David Omore watching. Hesbon Nyabinge, Niko ndani. Hesbon Nyabinge is an under 20 coach for our national team. Amekucoach Dawo?
Yeah.
Mtu wangu wa Abu Dhabi hapa Min Blessing, Naliaka anasema kondani, tuko on. Ashaanza kuita mbogi yake hapo Chiweida. Leo ni birthday za wadau Zakari Oguda na Florence Mururi. Florence Mururi na Zax, happy birthday to you guys. Tutawaimbia nini hapa? Tutawaimbia wimbo. This guy from Malawi sings very well. So just quickly, maybe you want to take us, I want to take you guys on an introduction, because I'm sure there's so many guys who've tuned in and they want to know who you guys are. So I think I'll start with our visitor here from Malawi. Introduce yourself.
My name is Andrew Numero Malisero. I'm 20 years old. A lot of people saying 19, I don't know why, but I'm 20 years old. I'm Malawian. I've been staying in Kenya for 7 years now. And I can call this place home, because I've stayed here for 7 years. 7 years since 2013. This is my 7th year.
Awesome. What have you been doing with yourself?
I call this place home, but yeah, learning Kiswahili. As well as I've been schooling as well. But yeah, I've gone to school here. My high school, I've done it here. And I went to the US last year for 1 year, and then I came back. And but Kenya's home now.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Which school did you go to? Which high school?
For high school, from year 9 to year 11, I went to Bramm High School, and then I did 1 year of year 12. I didn't finish till year 13. I did 1 year to year 12, and then I stopped there. And then I went to college for 1 year, and then I'm back here.
So as you speak, you're done with your studies, right?
No, I'm not done yet. I just finished 1 year of college.
I mean high school.
And then,
You finished
yeah,
with your high school.
High school I finished, yes. I finished high school in 2016, 17.
Guerrero Leo anasema Anima Ferrari Bentley, naona huyo Numero, thanks. And then Charles Tigana anasema locked from Sweden. You know, there are some guys who say locked from Sweden, locked from Los Angeles, and they're just here in town. They're just here in Nairobi. We know them.
They should start putting locations now.
Ronald Okoth is saying, I've interacted with the two on different occasions and I marvel at their great attitude, patience, professionalism, and discipline. Great talents, just a matter of time and chance. We'll talk about the talents that you have in a while. Dawo, tupeleke Buda.
Kwa majina mimi naitwa Abraham Dawo Mondi. I'm 19 years old. Nimeweza kusomea shule inaitwa Highway Secondary School iko South B. Huko ndo niliweza kupata hiyo exposure ya ball, na ilikuwa fiti sana, na naweza sema nimefurahi sana leo kwa issue yako ya Tuchapiane, juu ni opportunity poa sana kwa sima ili tuweze kujiexpress hapa. Na mimi ndio brother mdogo wa former Kenya International Patrick Oboya.
Ala, umesema former Kenyan International. Oboya ni ndugu ya jamaa. Naona hapa Stingo Anelka anasema Dawo is pure talent. And then Anima Ferrari min Bentley anasema Dawo smile imewesa. Then Rosie Utile anasema Karamoja unachoma, nikisema niko Malawi jua tu hivyo. So hao watu wangu wa River Road hapa. So I think we'll just go straight into things, and I want to start with you Andrew. You'll give us a snippet of your career when it all started, because I've seen you very late in not late, you're still young, so I've seen you at later stages of your career, but I want you to take us through your football journey. When did it start and where are we now?
So I think my football journey started when I was really young, you know. Living in a place where I was living, all we did was play football in the streets. We had some school that was next to us, so we would get together and make teams and we go play there. So my journey started when I was really young, playing in school, and I think it started probably when I was around 11 years old, and that's when I got into the first academy. So in Malawi, there was this, I don't know if you know him, but there's a player called Peter Mponda. He was one of the, yeah, exactly. So when he retired from South Africa, he came back home and started an academy. And then the whole point was, we have a lot of government schools in Malawi. So the whole point was he brings government schools together, and then you play in a little tournament, and then they scout players from them and make one team, called Shostum Academy. So it started as a joke from my side because my school team wasn't that good. So we went one time, they called the team and we played there. And I remember on the first day we played, I played really well. And then he came himself and then told me, "You're not 11 years old." And I think at that time I was around 11, 12 or that, but he told me, "No, you're not 11 or 12 years old." And then I was like, I am 12 years old, I am 11 years old. And then he still took me in, and then he put me in under 15. And that's when I started feeling wow, this is something that, I want to keep doing from that time. Because he believed in me at a young age, and he thought I was older than I actually was. And I feel that was really being put in like under 15 at 12 years old, it was really challenging and it was really scary. But I was a part of a great team, and a lot of players that were from that academy now, like 90% play in the national team, and like all of them are in a good team, in a good team in the division, in the first division in Malawi. So it was a great push in my career to start at that level where I was scared, where I was really young, you know, to be put in under 15. But and then I started there, and then slowly I started, you know, growing, and then I had to move here to Kenya, and then start all over again. And then I came here. I was just playing football in school, and I was really doing well in school. I won a lot of individual prizes, and that pushed me a step further as well. And I think that's the best thing that ever happened to me, because I get to understand what football can do to me in my life. You know, in Malawi, I just understood that, you know what, I go to the stadium, I watch these games, I want to be there. But then, like, coming to Kenya and then going to Bramm, they made me see the bigger picture. You know, like, oh, football can really take you to Europe. Football can do this to you. Football can do this to you. And I played my years there. And when I was there, I played for some academies. There was Juve. I played for Juve. And then luckily they started an academy called Team Bright in Bramm. We used to train before school every day. And that now took my football to another level, to where I understood it more. And then I was able to grow because the coach was really good. He was a really good coach. So like at a young age, maybe at around 15, 16, we're playing against Daystar University and we're beating them. And then like all these things have just led to one thing, another, just growing. And then I started playing in the sub-county league. That was in 2017. I started playing in the sub-county league. And then we actually got promoted from sub-county to county. And it was just all like just building experience from one place to another. And then from the team I was playing, Green Sports African Warriors, I got the opportunity to go to the US on a football scholarship, you know, and which was a really good thing, because it also another experience that I went on. I went to the US in 2019 at the beginning. I spent almost a whole year there, and another great experience, good people, good football, and it was just another thing that like it just opened in my life, you know, like, well, I've come from Malawi, I've gone to Kenya, I've opened one thing. I've gone to the US, I've also opened another. And then I just came to the realization where like I'm like, you know what, let me go home, and then I want to go professional this year, because due to some complications, my mom was like, you know what, if you don't get a team in 2020, then I'm sending you to China for school. I'm like, no. I'll go professional this year. So yeah. But it's just been a journey of experiences. A lot of people don't see it, but a lot of things have gone wrong so that other things can go right. And that's just my story, that a lot of things have gone wrong so that some things can go right. And I'm here today. Yeah.
Good stuff. Do you know Rachel?
Who?
Rachel Numero.
Oh, that's my sister. That's my sister.
Your sister is saying hi. Just
hi,
read her
Rachel.
comment from the Rachel is saying hi. Is your mom watching? I can't find her.
My mom should be watching.
Yeah. Okay. So I've definitely met your mom once, and as we were doing the checks, you told me that she said that she's inviting us for lunch. So I've nominated some of my boys who can really eat. So we are going to invade your mom's house when you come back. And I must actually say that you have a very good mom who's been very supportive to you. You know, it's very difficult in an African setting to find parents, to find mothers, to find dads who can support your talent. You know, most of them like to push you to study hard when you're talented, and your talent can take you places. So big up to your mom. We're coming for that Malawian cuisine. Mse wa ghetto, umesikia hiyo kizungu kweli? Hii ni ya Braban bana.
Nimesikia jo.
A boy from Mukuru. A boy from Mukuru here wezi.
A boy from Mukuru.
Tupeleke muda. Tupeleke na yetu ya kimtaa ina ngori.
Football journey yangu ilianza back in 2010 ikiwa under 9 pale Fisa. Tulikuwa tunaweza kochiwa na coach anaitwa Coach Ani. kocha Swani na kocha Tiesha. Hapo ndo nilianzia career yangu na ilikuwa fiti sana. Though nilikuwa na ubabil kumeniingia kidogo, nacheza ball PS kidogo, mangoto napigwa, but nashukuru sana kocha Swani na kocha Tiesha waliweza kuniweka hiyo discipline, wakaniambia naweza fika mbali na ball. Na pia bro wangu alikuwa ameni-inspire sana juu aliweza kushow watu wengi kutoka hiyo Islam yetu Mkuru na generally Nairobi yote na Kenya that unaweza achieve anything kwa tu umeput discipline na bidii mbele. So after hapo nikaweza kujoin Susa Academy, South United Sport Academy iko South B na train hapo Mariakani back in 2012 nikiwa under 11 inakochiwa na coach Mandela hapo Mariakani. Na hapo ndio unaweza sema ilikuwa career yangu ndio iliweza ku take shape, kwa sababu coach Mandela aliniguide akaniambia naweza achieve kwa striker mdeadly, na mimi nilikuwa nataka kuwa goalkeeper. Akaniambia wewe vile hii haituko nayo utakuwa striker moja mdeadly. Na hapo ndo jina Dawo ilianzia. Sikuwa napenda hata jina hata kidogo, nilikuwa napenda jina Omondi. Akaniforce akaniambia lazima uwe unatumia jina Dawo, na nasema alinisaidia sana kidiscipline wise na pia kufocus na ball yangu na masomo juu hizo ndo pila za hiyo South United Sports Academy, like home of sports and education. After hapo in 2016 tukaweza ku register into county league, na nashukuru God aliweza kunisaidia nikamaliza na about 21 out of 22 games zenye tulicheza, na ilikuwa fiti sana. Nikaweza kuleta interest kwa under 17 walikuwa na trials, na hiyo time ni coach Kamau ndo alikuwa head coach, so tukakwenda ku represent Starehe, na coach mwenye alikuwa anatu guide ilikuwa ni coach Kasidi na TM Eugene. After hapo sikuweza kumake kwa final squad, but ilikuwa experience poa sana kuweza kusaidia constituency yenye nimetoka Starehe kuweza kufika national finals, but sikumake wakati ya final team yenye iliweza kuenda tona ya under 17. After hapo back in 2017 naweza sema ndio ilikuwa saa like kila kitu ndio ilifunguka. Coach Biro nilikuwa nimepata back in August, nilikuwa na train na Kenya Police na coach Charles Omondi Korea aliweza kuniita huko after kucheza friendly na hiyo academy yetu Susa. Akaambia coach wetu that ananid wachezaji kadhaa kutoka academy at least waweze kupata exposure kwa team iko juu kidogo NSL. So kutrain na South B, kutrain na Kenya Police, tukaweza kwenda tona ya hiyo Coach Biro yenye kubwetu alikuwa Jeff Kinyanjui. Ndio alikuwa amesema round hii lazima tu South B tufike
mbali. Jeff moja huyu wa South B.
Jeff Kinyanjui alikuwa amesema round hii tu
Kapeli huyo.
Akasema tu round hii lazima tu South B tufike mbali. Juu tumekuwa tukitoa Spaghetti Boys mavijana wa Babi vitu kaa hizo, but akasema tutajituma na under coach Korea, huo head coach wetu naweza sema ndio godfather wangu wa football in Kenya. Juu hapo waliweza kuniambia babu, ni chance yako weza kushow talent, na nakumbuka akini encourage akiniambia naweza piga mabao, na kweli nilipiga na nikamaliza tona top scorer na bao 8 na first runners up kwa MVP yenye ichukuliwa na Musa Masika mwenye kwa Wazito brother ya Utinde. After hapo nikaweza 2018 nikasign na Kenya Police. Kulikuwa na interest mob kutoka timu mingi, but kuangalia pia mimi kijana mdogo na pia playing time ndio most sahihi kwa career yangu, nikaweza kusign Kenya Police. Na my first season in Kenya Police nilipiga bao 8. Season ya pili nikakuja nikapiga bao 6. Ya tatu ikuwa mzuri yenye saa hapo ndo niliweza nikapiga bao 1 kwa first season. Nikaona playing time yangu reduce, na pia coach Korea alikuwa step down kwa team jo alikuwa msik. So nikaona it's better niweze kutafuta team naweza pata playing time, na nikaongea na coach Solo who alikuwa former coach wa Black Stars mwenye ako KCB assistant coach. Akaweza kuni link up na coach Valdo mwenye aliniambia yeye ana believe in young talent, kana naweza atanipa opportunity. Nikasign hiyo 2019 na Kibera Black Stars, na nasema ilikuwa poa sana. Niliweza kujua tiki taka football hapo. Nilikuwa nimezoea wana hewa gega ball ni juu, but niliweza kupiga tiki-taka football na coach Valdo, naweza mshukuru sana pia, yeye aliweza kunipea opportunity na playing time, at least hapo ilikuwa fiti sana. After hapo 2020 saa hii nikaweza kupata secure trials in Spain na team inaitwa Real Union.
Tunakuja hapo kwa Spain, nilikuwa nataka utupeleke mpaka hapa mtaa, alafu hiyo story ya Spain hiyo nadhani tutaiguzia baadaye, because it's one of the things that I wanted to highlight baadaye. Ujasema wewe ni winner wa Chris Darling Super Cup bana. Mabazenga FC. Mabazenga FC winner 2020. 2020. Safi. Nasoma comments kiasi hapa. Andrew, I've seen your mom has waved. She's saying hi to me. Christina Numero is watching, and then Wood Mary is also watching, and then Andrew is saying that Ronald is saying that Andrew has also donated some pairs of boots for my soccer academy. What a lad. Much respect to this kid. Great heart. And then Ronald Ngala. Andrew, do you know a guy called Ronald Ngala?
I think I've seen his name.
Ronald Ngala is watching this show with vested interests. We are not going to accept it.
He has come here with a motive.
Yeah, he has an ulterior. Does your mom know where you are, Andrew?
Yeah, my mom knows.
Hey, Bana, you have a very good mom. If it was my mom, she would have beaten me thoroughly. But I'll tell guys later where you are, because I think they have to know. Yeah. They have to know why you're in darkness. You're not in Nairobi, so they have to know where you are and what you're doing where you are. There's a chick here from Eldoret who is really disturbing me. She's on my inbox. She's saying that say hi to Andrew, and then she's put those things. I'm not going to say them.
Hello to her as well.
Label Maki anasema watakuwa Karamoja Super Cup December. Of course watakuwa Karamoja Super Cup December. That is if it will happen. We are not sure yet if it's going to happen, but if it happens, then for sure these guys will be gracing the occasion. And then Washera wa Mwangi pia ko area. Kiarie Mbugu anasema amefika. Na watu wengine wote mazee. Nabat John, I can see you. Eugene Imbem Luceno. By the way, Eugene Imbem Luceno, I must say this guy is one very strong lad. Kuna chapa fulani tulikuwa tumemchangia. We had he got an injury, and then some of our loyal followers were the Tuchapiane show, contributed some money. Then I sent the money to him. Then what he did, he bought the crutches, but what he remained with, because what guys contributed surpassed what he wanted. So whatever remained at the top, he invested in a chicken project. So right now, Eugene Imbem Luceno has a very nice chicken project. If you're looking for chicken, tell your mom that day we are coming for that lunch. She must buy chicken from Eugene.
He will be the sauce. He will be the sauce.
You must buy chicken from Eugene. So Eugene, big up. And then
it is very nice.
Rima Jaka, I see you. Min Blessing, I see you. Esther Onyango, I see you. Dula Da Janeiro, I see you. Wakabi Kevin Masharia, I see you. Keke Roy, super producer, I see you, man. I haven't heard you from Sunday. So coming to you, Numero, there was a question here that you've answered. Charlie Blackman had asked me to ask you how long you've been in the country, but I think you've specified that you've been here for 7 years, right?
Yeah.
And then Kamara, who is your coach, is asking, Kamara is your former coach, is asking, what is the difference in coaching methods between the US and Kenya, having played in both countries?
You see, I feel like the biggest difference is it also depends on what the coach has and what the coach doesn't have. Because in the US, it's more advanced, and in Kenya, it's more behind because of the facilities you have. So I feel like the difference is it just depends on what you have and what you don't have. And also that impacts a player a lot as well. So like, for example, here in Kenya, you don't get a lot of, like, let's say, video analysis from your games, from your training sessions. But in the US, they're capable of videoing your training sessions and your games. And then you get to go through them saying, you know what, you did this wrong, you should do this right, you should do this right. But then like here in Kenya, you can only leave it in your head, and then the coach will even come tell you by mouth, saying, you did this. But then like sometimes it's just what you have and what you don't have. And that makes the biggest difference. And also like the facilities, starting with the fields and every single thing. I feel like it can make a coach's job harder than it should be, because you don't have some things that can make you a better coach in a way, because you can have the education, you can have all these things, but then like if the facilities are lacking somehow, it's very hard for you to progress with players as well. And that's what I noticed in the US, because it's like the efficiency is there. Like you can see like this player is being monitored this way, this player is being taken care of this way, this player is developing this way because of what kind of facilities they have. But here in Kenya, it's a bit difficult for that to happen. But it's all good to me, honestly. Like and even starting with Coach Kamara, like he's a very good coach. Him and I, we had a very good relationship. Even with the assistant coach, we had a very good relationship. And with all the coaches, we've done the same. But there's just something that is missing to just make it better for a coach and the player to work better together and to see the development going.
And he also asked me to ask you where you see yourself in the next 3 years.
3 years, I pray and hope that I'll be in Europe in 3 years, and that's definitely a goal that I'm willing to work for, and I'm willing to put every single thing I can into doing. But in 3 years, I want to be in Europe.
Good stuff. I think that is fair enough. I don't want to press you because I think you and I have targets that we have to meet. So we'll talk about that a bit later.
Yeah.
Dawo. Ujamaa ako huko Marabella, Spain. So his internet has been acting up a bit, so we'll just be patient with him, but I'm sure he'll come back. So as we wait for him to come back, I think there was a question here that I was asked to ask you. Given a chance, would you change your nationality and play for Kenya?
You see, I love Kenya, and I hope people back home don't take this in the wrong way. But I love Kenya. I love my home, and if I was to change my nationality, that would be basically on football, and it also the relationship between me and the coaches back home in Malawi who coach the national team, I would say is good. So like it depends on what happens. If I was to get a call up before Malawi calls me up, I'll be in a place where I'll be like, you know what? Yeah, maybe I'm gonna change. But if it's a place where like Malawi is gonna call me up before Kenya does, because right now I'm not in a place where I can say, yeah, I'm like this here in Kenya with the national team. I'm not, but in Malawi I am. So that answer is a bit tricky to answer. But that question is a bit tricky to answer. But Malawi is first, and my relationship is good back there. Let me know.
You've given a political answer because I have so many people from Malawi watching, and I think most of them are your friends, your mom's friends. Your country people, so it's okay for you to give that answer, but I want to tell them that right now I think you're Kenyan, so we have to
you wanna put me in trouble.
So Andrew, I was with one of your coaches somewhere, and I think you are there as well, and they told me that there's a day you went for a game, and then I think your team was losing, and you came in, you changed the game, you scored a couple of goals, came back, scored the winner, went to the defense, So what is your favorite position? Where do you like playing? Because when we play with you in this our games at that place that we play, I normally see you striking. What is your favorite position?
So I feel like to answer that, my whole life I've been a player where like I'm able to play anywhere. So like I'm that kind of player where like I feel like, you know what, our right back is weak. I'll tell him, you know what, you just go stay up front and I'll play here. Maybe our center back is weak. I'll tell him, you know what, you step up and then I'll play here. So like with that happening and that kind of mentality, I'm capable of playing anywhere. But when it comes to where I prefer to play, I like to play number 10, the attacking midfield role. I just feel like I'm more comfortable there. I can work with the ball, and I'm comfortable on the ball as well. So I feel really comfortable, and also striker is fine with me. Less running and so, but yeah. So I would say number 10 is a really good position for me because I'm capable of using the ball well. I can pass, I can shoot, which is a position that I really like. Yeah.
So let me just show you something here. From South B has joined us. So today is a very special day for one of our sports journalists. His name is Zach Oguda. So he's celebrating his birthday today. I just want to wish Zach more blessings, more life as you continue, promoting the game of football in this country. We just want to say that we appreciate you. Zach, happy birthday Buddha maze. Kama si corona leo ndio ingekuwa ile siku.
Happy birthday to him.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to him.
Dawo ulikuwa umepotea bana. So Andrew.
Yeah.
I want to take a journey into your life a bit, and we'll start there. Is this your time at the national team?
No, so the picture you're seeing, the two in red are senior team players. So the guy on my left is the national team captain. The guy on my right plays he plays for the senior team, obviously. So on this day, actually Kenya, we're playing Kenya on this day. The friendly that was, I think, last year, or was it I think it was last year. But yeah, this was a friendly at Kasarani. So I had met up with the team, and I was with them that day. So yeah, these two are senior team players, and I was just there as a member of the national team.
How about that?
That game was an AFCON qualifier against South Africa in South Africa. That was in South Africa against for the AFCON qualifiers.
I can see you just sitting there with your toys.
My blood and sweat.
How many trophies have you won, and how many medals do you have?
Those are just some of them, but there are many more actually, and these are the ones that I personally feel like they had a very good impact in my life because they all mean something. The two flags you are seeing, one flag is when we played against South Africa, the other one against Zambia. And all those trophies, one of them was MVP, top scorer. Starting from maybe like a young age, I was winning something, and there's so many more missing as well. But these are the medals and trophies that some tournaments I won where I was like, wow. So I just keep them there and remind myself of where I'm coming from, what I've achieved, and it's very important. I feel like for every player to go through that part.
Then, of course, every day of your life, you're just thinking about football.
But yeah, that's my girlfriend, and that's actually in Kericho as well.
Man, you've broken so many girls' hearts on my timeline. Now your mom allows you to start dating at 20 years. Do you know when I got my first girlfriend?
How old were you?
I was, I think, 20 something, 29. I was a man already.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit encouraging to see such things, because I think for me, I have no problem. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So that is where you are right now. You're at your girlfriend's place.
Yeah.
That is why we can't see you properly.
There's light everywhere.
Mafisi let's wale mlikuwa kwa timeline yangu mkinisumbua. Sasa ndio mmeona maneno hapa, shauri yenu. Mtajipanga. Jamaa Spain umerudi?
Nimerudi.
Rada hapa ni gani buda?
Hapa ilikuwa ni camp back in 2019 December. Tulikuwa tuna prepare for Sekafa. Yenye ilikuwa ikue huko Uganda. Ana teammate wangu hapo tunaona Alvin.
Wataje?
Kuna Alvin hapo, Sayali Saina Wazito. Kuna hapo Roro, ako free agent. Fidel Origa kwa Western Stima. Kuna mzee Odi Kakamega hapo, nyumbani yuko kwako bro. Na kuna hapo brother ya ndio coach. Na hapo mwisho ni Clinton mwenye alikuwa top scorer wa NSL last season.
Naona hapo mzee Masika
Cambridge. Mzee Masika fundi mwenyewe.
Fundi noma
huyo ni Fidel number 8. Naona hapo Chris kwa tumemaliza session na hapo na mazoezi. Ndio Wanyama hapo.
Wanyama kwa timu gani sasa hii mazee?
Wanyama nilitaka kwa ligi ndogo akaenda trials.
Wanyama pia anaimbaga sana. Wewe pia unaimbaga sana. Nilikuwa na clip yako nyingine hapo unaimba sijui lugha gani hiyo, mimi sielewi jo.
Itokulumanye hiyo.
Inaitwa nini?
Kulumanye.
Hebu tupatie ka nini ka line kamoja hapo kwa hiyo kulumani.
Ati kulumanye, kuluta hata. Ala kulida hata. Hiyo ingine next time.
Naona mzee Sydney hapo.
Sydney local hapa tulikuwa Rwanda, tulikuwa tumekuja return leg ya African Cup of Nations qualifier. Na tulikuwa tumecamp hapo Kigali. Ana teammate wangu hapo. Unaona mzee Osto Fidel. Hapa tulikuwa Moroni na
uko na wataja.
On my left ni Mwangia kwa Madhare, Osto ni Chako Zitek, Sydney Lokale alikuwa ndo alikuwa bro. Unaweza sema tumekuwa na bromance, tuko na under 20 kwa wasumbua watu sana kwa room. Na sasa yako Finland, Fidel hapo, alafu mimi.
Kibronje
hapa tulikuwa Moroni. Back in 2018 tulikuwa tumeenda kucheza, hii ndio ilikuwa game yangu ya 3 kwa tumeenda kucheza na Moroni Youth. Watu wakaweza kutokea tukapewa cover. Kaanza tupige moja na bro.
So wewe ulikuwa unachezea polisi na wewe si karau?
Kuna police, Kenya police tulikuwa na civilian na pia wenyewe walikuwa makarau. So team ilikuwa balance. Coach Korea alikuwa amebalance namba ya civilian na pia ya karau wenye wako in uniform.
Kuna jamaa hapa Chalia Rukia anaitwa Mohamed Jerry Mikalo anasema Karamoja Bramm, hiyo ngoma ni poa, akiimba tu kumuona. Hiyo si mziki, hiyo si ngoma. Huyu jamaa anajitungia tu vitu hapa anasema mziki. Kuna mziki.
Ni ngoma.
Kuna ngoma. Hapa mlini crop kwa hii picha. Juu game pia mimi nilikuwa.
Uliimba sio ndo tubeba hii game hata. Mabazenga FC.
Waambia waniamini, mimi nilikuwa captain.
Kapi lakini head captain ni Chris Darling. Aliingia Lukaku, low budget Lukaku. On my left hapo ni Ngolo, unaweza sema ni twin brother wangu. Ndio mmoja tulipiga naye collab hiyo ngoma, mkitaka siku moja tutumia video.
Ngoma gani?
Alafu Musa Masika. Alafu Musa Masika, kuna huyu Vini mwenye tulichop naye highway. Msomi sana, lawyer in future. Alafu mimi. Hapa ilikuwa ni Spain, Victoria. City yenye hii team inaitwa Deportivo Alaves ilikuwa imetoka.
Sasa tupatie hiyo story ya Spain sasa buda. Uko na dakika 2 ya kutuambia nini ili happen, ulienda lini na uko wapi saa hii, cause unajua pia hujaniambia uko wapi. So tuambie kuliendaje. Spain tunakuwa na Madrid nini? Star studded.
Nilienda Spain back in February tarehe 14. Nikaweza kufika Spain on 15 Saturday February. Kufika nikaanza mazoezi yangu na Real Union, iko city fulani inaitwa San Sebastian, huko ndo Real Sociedad imetoka. Hiyo tarehe 19 ndo nilianza mazoezi yangu jioni na team, na plan ilikuwa vile nimefika huko niliweza kuwa na meeting na team director, president wa club, second team coach na first team mwenye waliweza kuambia agent alileta huko that ukijana ataanza na second team yetu hapa yenye inacheza 5th division huko Spain. Na ilikuwa team ilikuwa under 20 na ilikuwa plan yao walikuwa wanasema first 2 weeks niweze kutrain na second team yao, after hapo niweze kujoin first team. Na hiyo second team niweza kutrain nao for 2 weeks, na naweza kumbuka vizuri sana mazoezi yangu ya siku ya pili ilikuwa in the evening on Wednesday. Niliweza kupiga bao 3 na assist moja kwa Otizi. Wakaanza kusema Drogba eto vitu kaa hizo. Wakashangaa Kenya pia wanachezanga ball. Wakashangaa hapo. Na nikamwambia, wakauliza umetoka wapi? Nikamwambia nimetoka Kenya. Hata kulikuwa na Mkenya alikuwa anacheza huko ball, Michael Olunga, na alikuwa Girona. Ndo wakasema wakaona yenyewe kweli Kenya kuna footballers juu. Before ni leave country nilikuwa natafuta kuangalia kama kuna Kenya zote wenye wako Spain wanacheza football huko, hakuwa. So naweza sema Michael Olunga alikuwa amejengea jina poa huko. So after hizo 2 weeks kuweza kumaliza tizi na second team yenye nilikuwa nimeimpress coach wa hiyo Real Union second team yao, akaweza kuongea na team director akimwambia kijana ko sawa, ni Kenya tu nilikuwa nafaa kuwakia ni fast touch yangu, ball control of which naweza sema hiyo ilikuwa issue kwa sana kwangu, kwa sababu ni asubuhi nilikuwa napiga mazoezi yangu personal, jioni naingia na team. So hata nikaweza kuwakia hiyo touch yangu, na ilikuwa nakumbuka ilikuwa March tarehe 23 ndio ilikuwa nianze my first game yenye nilikuwa nimesign na hiyo second team yao. Juu nilikuwa nishapata release yangu kutoka Kibera Black Stars, but unfortunately COVID ikaanza kwa hiyo mesha lockdown. So nikakuwa ile like ile bado niko optimistic, nasema mambo itafunguka na keep na moral. Saturday nimeambia familia yangu, mabeshte zangu that weekend lazima nipige bao, but COVID ikaanza, like Spain kwa hiyo lockdown. So ikakuwa ni issue mob, club wakaweza kufunga. Nikakuwa tu napiga mazoezi yangu nje ya hao juu club walifunga, but nikakuwa na keep in touch na coach wa first team na pia wa second team. Nikakuwa naongea nao, wanani-encourage, wananiambia usiluzo vitu kaa hizo. So vile ikakuwa June 21st ndo hizo measures za lockdown ikaisha, nikaweza kuwa na meeting na club president wa Real Union na agent mwenye alinipeleka huko. Wakaniambia for now club wako in a financial crisis, na pia wanajaribu kucut wage bill ya wachezaji wa first team. So itakuwa ngumu wao kunisign for now, kwa sababu wakisema wanataka kunisign hawezi manage hiyo story ya wage bill vitu kaa hizo. Na pia naweza sema hiyo COVID ilizosaidia juu kiangalia hata kwa league standing kabla leagues ziko suspended walikuwa third last kwa league. So kulikuwa na mvutano ya relegation hapo, ilikuwa inasumbua juu Real Union ni timu kubwa sana, unapata walikuwa wanacheza Segunda B, hiyo ni kama third division huku home. So unapata walikuwa na pressure, club president alikuwa na pressure, na team ndio inaenda relegation study vitu kaa hizo, mafans watoke ground. So ikakuwa ni issue, but wakaweza kuniambia wameanza kuniona, na kitu kingine ni on a realistic huyo akaniambia sahi Spain mambo ya ball wajui itarudi when, na kitu kingine pia au waezi take risk kunisign na hawako sure na quality zangu wakuweza kuniona poa. So nikaweza kuambiwa for now juu hata visa yangu ilikuwa imeexpire, nilikuwa like niko stuck huko Spain. Wakasema ingekuwa inawezekana sahi urudi home uweze extend visa urudi, but sahi like Schengen countries, European Union wameweza kufunga embassy zao home. So wakaniambia once vitu zitaweza kurudi back in normal, na hiyo naweza kusema maybe next year uko January ama February ama March ndio nitaweza kurudi niweze kuendelea na trials yangu. na mimi nasema ilikuwa experience poa sana. Ilikuwa my first time kuwa outside the country, kwenda Europe, na naweza sema my brother zangu waliweza kuniprepare poa, wakaniambia hii ni opportunity poa, na mimi mwenyewe nilikuwa nimechukulia last option yangu ama opportunity yenye yezi kuja tena, nilikuwa tu nimeangalia tu ni ndio hii, but naweza sema plan ya God ni ndio kila kitu. So for me sahi nilirudi home back in last Sunday, nimemaliza quarantine yangu ya 14 days home self isolation. So kuanzia kesho naanza mazoezi yangu, na penye nia pana njia, so ndaendelea tu na moral ikiwa for the best for now. Yeah,
good stuff. Noma sana, hiyo story yako imeenda fiti. I think it's a good roller coaster, na saa zingine ni fiti kuangana experiences kama hizo in life, and I hope your second stint itakuwa successful. So tunakuombea sana na tutakushika mkono tukusaidie pale tunaweza. And then najua bado ni young maze. I think it's very good that you went out there and experienced what you experienced. Afande Sele anasema ambia Dawo welcome back, lunch loading pale Kibandaski South B is a must. We are South B and South B is our business. Afande maze
mapema very fast, mapema
afande ashaona mayuro hapa. Mkora sana ukarau. Andrew,
yeah,
I know you understand Swahili, so
I understand.
There were some people who are asking, can Andrew speak Swahili? Just say one word in Swahili.
Asante Bramm. Niko hapa tu.
So Andrew, I want to ask you a question, and this is it's not a trick question, but it's a question that I want you, because there's some people who are watching this show with vested interests.
Yeah.
Now, to the point, you've signed a contract recently at one of the biggest clubs in this country, and I know Samit CFC is the biggest club, but we are not going to talk about Samit CFC. So you've signed a contract with one of the biggest clubs in this country. Do you think you're going to handle the pressure at your age? We're not disclosing the club, but are you going to handle the pressure?
You see, Bramm, that's a very good question, honestly. But when it comes to me, lately I've been fighting with that thought. But what I realized and came to the agreement is that God wouldn't take me to a place where He's not going to take me through.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the most important thing in my life. I've come from a place where out of 100, more than 100 kids have changed their courses, have changed the direction to play football. And I can tell you right now that I'm probably the only one from my neighborhood who's still pursuing football from a young age. And is it going to be challenging? Yes, it is. But I believe that I'm here for a reason. And even just doing something in a country where I don't belong, it's not easy. People might think it's easy, but it's not easy. It has not been easy making my name. It has not been easy getting to the point where I am today. And it's all thanks to God. Because that question that I would have also been asked 7 years ago. Yeah. A kid that doesn't know how to speak English properly, but has gone to another country, are you going to be able to handle that life? And I'm here, and I can even speak Swahili now. So all I can say is that life is full of challenges, and it's a big thing for me and my family to get to this point that I don't want to focus on how hard it's going to be. Right now, I'm just focusing on how blessed I am and how lucky I am to get this opportunity, because there are a lot of people that would kill for an opportunity that I've gotten right now. And I'm just appreciating that right now and just believing that God has a plan in my life and He's going to take me through.
Speaking of God, tell us about your faith, because I follow you on all your social media platforms, and man, sometimes when I want my spirit to be lifted up, I just go to your page and what's up, man?
You can see, I don't know if you can read properly, you can see from the share, it says,
before you see me as a footballer, see me as a child of God. That is powerful.
Yeah, because you see, the thing about my life and my story is that I've come from a place where I would have never even imagined that I'm going to sit here and talk to you, Bramm. That was never the case. God has done amazing things in my life where even to today, me, my family, my mom, we don't understand that. How did it happen? And the only thing I can tell is that we had faith, we believed. Because my family has gone through years of progression. People might look at us now and say, well, they're well off, but they don't know how we were 15 years ago. And I feel like that's the most important thing in my life where like when I think about God, I think about me looking past. Because like when it comes to faith, faith is believing in something you cannot see. And God gives me that opportunity to have faith. And when I'm telling you that right now in 3 years, I want to be in Europe, I don't know how I'm going to be in Europe in 3 years. But God allows me to dream it and have faith in it, even though I don't see it. And it gives me to a safe place just thinking about God and praising God, because the thing that I've gone through in my life, I can only say it's God. And he plays a very, very big role in my life. And I want to fulfill my purpose doing what I love, which is playing football.
Mmesikia hapo tumeingizwa heaven kidogo tukatolewa noma. Thank you so much for those uplifting words, Numero. I think I've seen you. I've interacted with you on very many levels. We've played together. We played together. In fact, this Friday we have a match, so come early. Otherwise, you won't get playtime. So I've seen you.
I'll be there.
There's no doubt that you're talented. There's no doubt that in 3 years, for sure, you're going to be in Europe. And as I was speaking to those guys that we took you to, I told them that I can vouch for you. And I told them that you're not signing for them to stay on the bench. I'm sure you're going to play, you're going to bang them goals, you're going to be a fan's favorite, and you'll remember me for this. So I think as you say, the target is 3 years. You have to be in Europe, and your mom and myself are going to throw a very big party somewhere in Nairobi. Dawo, kuna watu wako wa Spain hapa wameamka.
Yes.
Felista Nguya anasema Dawo, you can do it. Wanasema wanakumisi huko Spain mbaya. Alafu kuna Kiarie Mbugu anasema ambia Abraham Dawo Omondi mali zangu azisunde. Natokea soon inshallah. Huyu anataka jazi.
mapema very fast. Kiarie utapata mapema.
Kristo Sale, Papa Okoba, naona hapo pia kutuned, anaongea tu kijaka hapo nani ahetsuhulu. Uni jamaa huko cha kwetu huko. And then Halima Hanil Osman anasema Bramm translate hata na Kiluya nitakuelewa. Some people can't get your English, Mr. Numero, so I have to translate for them.
I'll speak slowly translate.
Felista Ngui anasema this guy Dawo has never given up. He is such talented. Yeah, we all know that Dawo is really talented. He was my teammate at Mabazenga FC, so I know him personally. And then Kennedy Otieno anasema Bramm, tumeshukuru sana kwa uniform bro. Mimi naona wewe ndio unawezana na hii CS. We are analeta. Otek nango. Huyu ni kocha wangu. Kocha wangu amenikimbiza huko kwa gym mbaya sana leo. Take nango, big up man. Friday tunafanya ile shughuli. So tuko sawa, tuko pamoja coaches. Carol Roka, Rima Jaka, Mariko Abuao na kuona sana. Nimeona comment yako nyingine hapo ya kumulikana but sijaisoma. So Kennedy Awoko Omondi, unajua Kenzo?
Kenzo Matata.
Kenzo Matata anasema ndio kuingia sisi kama South B, alafu Musa Obatal anasema Obatal amelost maze, sijui alipelekwa wapi kazi jo. So because we have like 10 minutes to wind up the show, Andrew, what do you think is going to be your biggest hindrance to achieving your dreams?
Right now, I don't know how to answer that question, bro, but I'm a person where like I've faced a lot in my career and I still keep going. I feel like that's the most important thing, and it should be something that everyone takes in their life, that if you set a goal in your life, or if you want to achieve something in your life, as the word hindrance means like stopping you, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't want to think of anything that way. I can say something that is going to challenge you, yes, but hindering, that's stopping, and only you can stop yourself to some sort of extent. And honestly, right now, there's nothing that can stop me. But I know that I'm going to face challenges, and I'm ready to take the challenges. And I know for sure that based on my experiences, after every single challenge I faced, I didn't have to be the best, I didn't have to be the strongest, but just because I completed, there was joy at the end, and that's what God promises us all. And that's what's important in my life. I'm not gonna be the first one to get out of the problem. I'm not gonna be the first one the strongest to get out of the challenge, but I know for sure that if I don't give up, even if I come out crawling, there's gonna be better on the other end. But hindering, I don't think anything's gonna stop me right now.
Good stuff. Nyamamu Isaiah anasema Bramm, niko area, hakuna kufeli. Nyamamu karibu jo. And then Steve Njoroge anauliza 10 minutes. Buda, wajua hii 1 hour goes like, you know, disappears in the wind. Guys want
like we
to
said 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think for me it's a very great honor. Maze, since Andrew, you understand a bit of Swahili, I'll just speak in Swahili. Kwangu mimi yani inakuwaga ni honor sana kuinteract na ma talent kama hizi. Kuona watu wadogo yani wanacheza ball at this level, maze. It gives me a lot of pleasure, and I just wish that our government, our federation can put more effort into youth development, because maze nikijaribu kuangalia hata future ya national team ina fall hapa. Unaona? Hiyo age group yenyu kina Andrew, kina Dawo, na kuna wengine wengi mazee wako hapa. There are so many young talented guys in this country. I think we can do better, and if you put up a team, say of under 20 young boys selected on merit, put them up with the senior national team, bro, the best senior team inatapata pale ni draw. Mimi sikudanganya. Hapo mimi niko sure, guaranteed. Jamaa Spain uko area ama umedozi?
Niko area sijadozi.
So rada ni gani? Ni nini watakudu saizi? Because I think vile Prezi pia alikuwa anaongea na vile Amina alimit watu wake pia beginning of this week, ni kama ball inaweza rudi anytime now. Ni kama vitu zinaanza kufunguka, maybe in the next month or so tunaweza kuwa na sporting activities. Do you have plans to sign for any local club as you wait to move back to Spain for your dream?
For now Kenya naweza sema ni mimi nitaanza my personal training, hiyo ni kwanza gym na pia kufanya a lot of ball work. Juu unapata huko Spain sikuweza kupata hiyo time bila tuliingia lockdown kwanza hiyo match, sikuweza kupata time ya kufanya mazoezi ka endurance, ilikuwa tunafanya speed and agility vitu ka hizo, but sikuweza kupata time ya kutoka nje kwa field kuweza kufanya ball work. So for now Kenya naweza sema on my side sijui nini iko mbele yangu, but now for positive things in Instagram, kwanza nitaanza na personal training yangu ikiwe option litakuwa.
Aha. Come Friday tupige ndimu hapo na kina Andrew hapo tufunge watu. Kuna timu nyingine nilipeleka last week tulienda kucheza ball huko Ngong Road na timu ya kina Rama. Tukaenda na kina Andrew na timu yetu kina Sad, kina Cheche. Timu ya watu wetu hapo si uchezaga. Waliambia nilete watu si ucheza nao. Maaze tuliwafunga karibu 30-0. Andrew, how many did you score that day? So there's someone here, Andrew, there's someone here called Man, M-A-N-N, Chester. I think maybe he's Cirilino. You know someone called Cirilino?
I don't know.
He says, I want your first jersey. So I don't know what jersey it is, but they say they want your first jersey. So Andrew, in a nutshell, what can you tell the young upcoming players who want to achieve and play at their full potential? So you're basically talking to your age mates. What can you tell them?
The biggest thing and the first thing, I feel like I have like maybe a couple, but like the first thing is don't give up. I feel like that's the first thing, you know, because it's easier to give up. And when you look at the possibilities of what's going to happen now, it's very hard to even look at yourself in a different way and say, I'm going to make it. But once you take out the option of giving up, a lot of things, it's going to be definitely harder, but it's going to give you a chance. And that's the biggest thing I feel like starting up. And that's what has worked with me as well, not giving up. Because even Bramm, you know that it can all happen in a day. And I feel like you know that. And in my life, things have happened in a day like this. It can come from someone texting me on social media telling me, I have this for you, I have that for you. And it can happen in any way. Once you start thinking of how is it going to happen, that's an answer you will never get. But if you just look at it and say, you know what, I'm going to make it and I'm not going to give up no matter what, you are going to make it, because there's nothing that beats someone that doesn't give up. And I feel that's the first thing. And the second thing is just believing in yourself. I feel like that's also important, just knowing that you can do it, because there's a lot of talent here. And I made peace with it, saying that you don't have to fail for me to make it. You can make it, I can make it, everyone can make it. It's a big world. And your journey is not my journey. So if you see me doing well, that doesn't mean that you're not going to do well. And if you see me failing, that doesn't mean that you're going to do well in life. And that's the biggest thing, like supporting each other as well. Like it also matters who you hang out with, like if you want to be a footballer, it's important for you to live your life as a footballer. That means the people you hang out with, your day-to-day activities, those are all things that can, and now I'm going to use the word hinder. They can hinder your career, they can hinder your performance. Because if I look back to my life and say, you know what, I'm going to stick with the people I was playing football with when I was 10 years old, my life would be different, But as I grew up, as I started taking football seriously, my circle started changing. I started hanging out with people that they want to do this. I look up to people that, in football I look up to so many people, some that are even my age, like, for example, like the person that I'm on the live with right now, like he's a very good striker. I've seen him and I admire him as well. And those are things that, like, those are the people that I want to associate myself with as I go forward with my career, because it's important. And I'm not saying don't have friends. You can have friends, but it's not about how you living your life. It's very important. And my advice would just be don't give up, and things can happen in a day.
Ronaldo Koth is saying, and it's commendable to see them at their age using their real names on all their social media platforms. True professional attitude, building their own brands. So if you're on social media, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, just go to Instagram, search for Andrew Numero, give him that follow. I think it will help him maybe securing those, branding rights and all that, endorsements. So go to social media, look for this young chap, Andrew Numero. His journey is going to excite you. So if you're looking for motivation, if you're looking for skills, that is the man to follow. Do the same. Go to Abraham Dawo. Dawo yako inakuwa Abraham Dawo 28.
Yeah, Bramm Dawo 28.
Yeah, so go to Instagram, Facebook, follow these chaps, and let's help them grow their brands, manze. Bado watu hii sana wanatunid, so tuwapatie hiyo push kidogo. Felix Makacha anasema ndani, senior umekuja late sana bana. Jamboma Mikalo ako inside. Manchester comments zake ndio zimejaa hapa. This guy I don't know if he's a guy, I don't know if he's a chick. They want your jersey, man. Obatal anasema we need to talk about something. Andrew, Andrew. Dawo.
Yes.
Tupatie parting shot yako.
Mimi kinaweza ambia ma youth kama mimi wenye wako hapa kwa country, nawaambia no put God first. Hiyo ndio kitu ya kwanza, juu God ndio anajua fate yetu kama footballer. Juu mimi kinaweza kuambia mimi nikigrow up kwa hizo levels under 11, under 15, under 16, kwa kunirank kwa top 20 ungeza niweka hapo, maybe ungeanzia top 30 huko ama top 50, but niliweza kujibelieve in myself, nikakuwa my biggest fan that one day ndaweza kwa saipali niko, na imekuwa ni journey. Naweza sema pia ukiwa na mentor mwenye anakuguide, mimi naweza sema niko na lot of mentors, sitaweza ku mention wote hapa kwa sasa, but niko na watu kwa circle yangu wenye nuwa anaenda kuvent kwao na ask for advice. Hiyo ni kitu kingine pia ningeenda kuambia. Alafu kitu kingine sasa hii tuko digital world, tuweze kuinvest na hii social media. Huwezi jua kipiga zoezi yako, record hapo video yako ya 1 minute 2 minutes, ujui nani ata watch. Alafu kitu kingine ningependa kurudia ni Ronald Okoth amesema vile mambo na branding. Yeye ni mtu nimekuwa nikimfollow sana vile anahandle social media yake, na kitu hiko ni tuweze kutumia real name, si kama wachezaji, kwa sababu ukiwa inaonyesha how professional you are na watu vile watakubeba. naweza sema ile za hii chance ya kwenda Spain ilikuwa through my social media account juu nakumbuka huo agent akiulizwa na watu wa Real Union kijana kwa social media akamwambia nikaweza kutuma platform zangu zote na wakaangalia wako na jamaa ako very serious na very organized. So ningependa kuambia my youth sasa iweze kutumia social media in a good way kuweza kuexpose their talent hapo. Ndio kuambia, alafu pia discipline na kitu kingine pia tuwe patient. Ukiwa patient hapo mambo mazuri itatokea, kwa sababu mchezaji kama tuseme Vardy hakuna mtu alikuja kujua atakuja one day kwa top scorer wa EPL tukaa hizo. But ukiwa ile patient unatia bidii na pia una believe in yourself, kila kitu kitakuwa poa. Na pia unaangalia circle yako, vile Andrew amesema circle yako ndio kila kitu. Ukiwa una hang up na watu wa kupati utakuwa tu watu wa kupati. Mimi nasema mimi personally niliweza kula na lot na career bro wangu, na for now yeye mwenyewe amekuwa Patrick amekuwa akiniguide sana, na angependa ni make zile step mbili wrong in ali make kwa career yake, but kwa sasa hii naweza sema nimela na lot kwake na imekuwa fiti kitu kile nimeweza kuexperience na nikajionea. So ningependa kuambia my youth mtaani ni tuweze kuangalia pia circle yetu yenye tunashinda nao na day to day basis.
Yeah. Brian Ngolo anasema Dawo aongee Kispain kidogo. Buda salimia watu wa Hispaniola. Watu wa Spanish.
Hola hermano Brian Ngolo. ¿Qué tal?
Rima Jaka anasema Numero, wisdom. And then Felix Makacha anasema wishing you young guys all the best. Alonda Kagota anasema I'm a proud mom to a future prospect. Hii mpira itanilisha inshallah. Wanyama Junior pia locked. Naona Saad Musa Mugabe. Saad tupatane kesho 10 am ile maeria yetu. Washera wa Mwangi anasema Dawo alishaimba ile song. Siaji Otieno anasema parting shot ya nini? Unaenda wapi saa hii? Wacha Andrew aongeleshe vijana. Andrew ashaongelesha vijana. Wamesikia. And then na Shipae ako locked. Hao wengine ni watu wangu, najua pale tutamalizana nao. So I think we'll stop it at that. Nadhani hakuna kitu tumeacha. Andrew, is there anything you think that you want to still take out of your chest, or we are done?
I just want to say thank you, I want to say thank you for you having me here. And you, as you said, like, you have only met me at the recent stage of my life and my career, and you have done a lot already, and there are a lot of things that don't get shared, a lot of things that are not published, and you and among other people, like Saad, Chris, and everyone else that is watching this. And I just want to say thank you, and my family, thank you so much. It hasn't been easy, and that's what I'm gonna keep saying every single time. And I don't like saying it, but it has to be said. It has not been easy, and everyone else can say that. But I want to say thank you for believing in me, and to all the coaches, Coach Aswani, thank you. I think he's watching this as well. I've met so many coaches, Coach Kamara, Coach Team. They've all been a part of who I am today, and I'm really grateful for that. And I just want to say thank you for every single person that has had an impact in my life and my career to make it this far. And I just want to say God bless you all. That's all.
God bless you too, my brother. Uchiweida sijakusahau, wewe ni mtu yangu. Uchiweida is also locked in, and Uchiweida is one of the most loyal followers of this program. He never misses a show, man. Thank you so much, Uchiweida. God bless you so much. So let's leave it at that. We'll be doing more of these future prospects, and I think it's very good that you youngsters also come and share with us your challenges, your experiences, your future aspirations. So we'll be doing more of these sessions in future. So kwa wale majamaa wamekuwa kiwatch kutoka home, mazee, thank you so much for always being patient with us. Sometimes we know that the internet acts up, it's not up to speed, but you've always stuck with us. Tunashukuru sana. This Sunday we are back on live location, so ngojeni ndo wapeleka na rada. Kuna show fiti sana inakam this Sunday, but we'll be doing it live on location. I'll be with these young boys on Friday. Tutakuwa tunacheza mbili yetu ile maeria yetu, na watakwambia na wachengaga mbaya sana. So Andrew and Dawo, I'll see you on Friday evening
I'll see you so much
as we kick some balls.
Thank you very much, bro.
Cheers, bro.
Safi.
Safi, bro.
Cheers. Hasta luego.
Yeah.